Hello everybody. Okay, so we're going to go through part 2 of our practice with coordinate grids. I'm going to be showing you the IXL screen as we work some of the problems. I've put a little mood music in the background, so you'll need to post a comment and let me know if you liked having music with the lesson, if it kept you interested, or if it was a distraction. Just let me know, okay? All right, here we go. We're going to get started with, I believe, let's see, we're doing practice on IXL problems NTR and AST. NTR and AST. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. All right, here we go. We're on IXL screen and we're going to go to the search window up here and we're going to type in our first code for practice, and that is going to be NTR. And you don't have to do uppercase. You can do lowercase and it still finds it. Make sure that you find this word's matched skill ID NTR, and then you just click on that. All right. So our first type of problem is going to be asking for one of the coordinates. Remember that when we have coordinates for an object on a coordinate grid or a point, we have two coordinates. This is a coordinate pair, a pair meaning we've got two numbers in the pair. The first number is the x coordinate, and that is the one that runs along the bottom of the coordinate grid. And the second coordinate in the pair is the y coordinate, and it is the one that runs up and down along the side. So we do the x first, the y second. Remember, x comes before y in the alphabet, x then y, so we've got to do the x coordinate first and then the y. Now these first problems are simply asking for one of those coordinates, not both. This one wants to know the x coordinate of the blue triangle. So we're going to scroll down here so we can see where is the blue triangle on the x. It is on the 8, so we simply type in the 8, and you don't have to actually touch the green submit button. You can click on it if you want to, or you can just hit enter if you're doing it on a Chromebook or on a computer. Okay, so the next one wants to know the y coordinate of the blue pentagon. The y coordinate of the blue pentagon. Okay, so here's the blue pentagon. We do not want the x this time. We want the y, which is running along the side. So the y for the blue pentagon is 4. All right, we're going to jump up a level. Now, your IXL account does not have this, obviously, but when you're working inside problems NTR, there are about 4 or 5 different levels of problems, and so I'm going to be taking you through all the different levels of problems so that you can know how to work them all. Okay, so we want to know what is the y coordinate of the blue star. This time our difficulty has jumped up just because we have 3 objects on our grid and we have to find just the blue star and find the y coordinate. The y coordinate for the blue star, remember our y is running along the side, so that is 9, and we type in 9 and hit enter. Okay, same thing, we're going to jump up a level. All right, so the next level of problems that they will give you is they want you to actually enter both coordinates for one of the objects on the grid. So we're looking at the pink square and we have to type in both coordinates. Remember that coordinates have two numbers, the x and then the y. You've got to put in the x first. Here's our pink square. The x is 8. Then you have to put in the y coordinate, and for our pink square, our y coordinate is 7. All right, so again, they want you to put in the coordinates of the blue square, so you would work that one exactly the same way. All right, let's jump up a level and see what we have next. All right, now they're going to show you several shapes on the coordinate grid, and they want you to find the one that is sitting at the coordinates 8, 5. So we have to see the entire screen. We're going to choose the one that is sitting at 8, 5. Remember, the first number in a coordinate pair, the first number is your x, and so our x is 8, and then our y is 5. So we have to find the one that is sitting at 8, 5. So the x was 8, there's our 8, and the y was 5, so we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like the purple triangle. So we're going to click on the purple triangle, and you can either hit submit or you can just hit enter, which is, I think, a lot faster. What are the coordinates of the purple circle? They want you to type in the coordinates, which, remember, it's X and then Y. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump up and see what our challenge zone is. The challenge zone is typically having problems that are a little bit harder, but not much. Okay, so what are the coordinates of point P? This is how you would see it if it was on the STAR test. They would want to give you the coordinate, they'd plot points rather than shapes, and you'd have to find the coordinates of a point. Okay, so here is point P. Remember, we have to enter what first? Yeah, X first. So X is 3, and then the Y is 1. All right, I think you've got the hang of this one. I'm going to go ahead and move on and show you the next topic. So we're going to now type in AST, because I want you to practice both of these. AST. Okay. Graph the point. This time we're going to actually graph points. So we're going to find where is 8, 3 on this coordinate plane. Sometimes they're called coordinate planes. We call them coordinate grids. It's the same thing. Coordinate plane or coordinate grid. Okay, so we're going to start with the X of 8, and we're going to go up to the Y of 3. And whenever we find our spot, we simply click the mouse. It drops the point, and we hit submit. All right. So you've got the hang of that level. We're going to go ahead and jump up a level and see what they look like now. Okay, now we need to graph both points. We need to graph 2 different points. This little information right here is just telling you if you make a mistake and you want to take a point off, all you have to do is click the point again and it will delete the point. So if we drop one in the wrong spot, no big deal. You just click it again and it'll take it off. Okay, so the first one we needed to do was 7, 7. So I'm going to do 7, 7. The X was 7 and the Y was 7. Drop the point. The next one that we had to do was 2, 8. Okay, so here's the 2 of X, 2, and Y of 8. Okay, and then we click submit. All right, so you can see they're just going to continue to give you 2 points that you need to plot on the coordinate plane. All right, let's try the next level. All right, now we've got to plot 3 points on the coordinate plane. It's just more practice. You're just going to make sure that you go down and you plot all 3 points on the coordinate grid. You've got this point, this one, and that one. So make sure you plot all 3 on the coordinate plane before you hit submit. All right, let's try the next one. Oh, we're in the challenge zone. Okay. So in the challenge zone, we have some decimal points. All right, so what is a decimal point? That means that this number, this X number, is going to be 3 and a little bit more. So 3 and a little bit more. So 0.5, you want to think of that as if it was 50 cents. 0.5 is 50 cents, and 50 cents is half of a dollar. So if we had $3 and half of another dollar, where would that be on the X axis? So let's go ahead and scroll down. Here is our X axis, and we need to go to 3.5. So this is $0 right here. This would be $1, $2, $3. Now where would be $3.50? That would be 3 and half of one more. So here's where our X is going to be. And the Y coordinate was 0.5, which means $0 and half of another dollar. So we're going to start with $0, which is where we are right now, and we're going to go up half of another dollar. And we're going to plot that point right there. So this is the X of 3.5 and the Y of 0.5. All right, let's see what that next coordinate was that we had to plot. 5 and 3. Okay, so no decimal points here, just an X of 5 and a Y of 3. So there's an X of 5 and a Y of 3. Plot the point. And the next one was a 2 and a 4. So an X of 2 and a Y of 4. Here's our X of 2. and our y is 4. So we plot that point and let's see if we got it all right. Okay, let's just practice plotting this point, and then I'm going to jump up a level. So we've got 2.5 and 4.5. 2.5 for the x and 4.5 for the y. So let's go ahead and go down to our grid. Okay, 2.5 would be 0, 1, 2, and then half of another one, $2.50 or $2 and half of a dollar. There's our x, and then our y was 4.5. So we're going to go 2.5 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and half of another one, and plot the point right there. Okay, so that was just a review of how to plot those decimal points that are in between the lines rather than on the lines. Let's go ahead and jump up a level and see what's next. Okay, so this time they're giving you 3 points to plot, and some of them may have decimals and some of them may not. So you're just going to practice plotting more points using those decimals. Okay, I think that's it. There's no more levels for this skill. You guys log on there, work until you get that SMART score around 80. You want to get up to 80. If you want to go further, that's just going to help you get some of those awards. Remember, your awards are right here.